Alright, listen up. This build is definitely not easy to pull off, but don't worry, I got you. This build is crafted around Merciless weapon mod and board. For that, you will take ARCHON and RITUALIST for archetypes, so you have the most mod damage, and RITUALIST for the optimal way to deal with multiple targets. I recommend Reality RUNE for ARCHON skill, so you can play more safe and take the grip of the gameplay with the build. If you're feeling stylish, equip Chaos Gate for that juicy extra damage and mod regen. For Ritualist, you grab MIASMA and use that at the beginning of each encounter to apply status effects and see everything explode. As you can see by the gameplay in the background, Merciless weapon mod has a huge value, and it's not only because of the damage. First, with Feedback Loop Mutator, it's so easy to charge the mod, you can run this build without wasting a single bullet. Thanks to that, you don't need to waste any points on ammo reserves or handling. What's up with that? That means you have 20 extra points to use whatever you like, allowing the best build for your playstyle. But if you are interested, I'll show you the exact traits I'm using. Second, and the most important value of this build, is the absurd stagger damage. It's stunning many bosses in place for days, giving you precious seconds to unload all your damage, alone or with friends. Handgun, we grab any weapon with 2 slots. Core and Time Wave are our selection here. I said it before, but I will say it again. This version with Bore mod, it's not easy. It's 100% skill expression. I died many times in the recording until I got the groove. That means the gameplay I'm showing you is just closest to the max potential you can get. The result may vary, it depends on you and how well you can play. Don't be afraid, because Bore is not really necessary for staggering, just for that absurd damage. What I'll show you now is my second version. If you want a reliable way to still doing damage and make bosses kneel in front of you, you only need 2 things really. Switch the order of the archetypes and replace Index of the Scribe with Abrasive Whetstone. And there you go, you're ready for action. Instead of Bore, I recommend taking Soulbinder. Honestly, you can take whatever you need. With this, of course, you will lose some DPS and Weakspot damage, but still staggering everything on your path. That is, if they survive. Still not convinced? Well, I have more, but first I will appreciate if you stagger the like button and subscribe if you think this video was worth your time. This is the Stagger CT version 2.1. One small tweak: if you don't want to use Bore and the enemy has little to none Weakspot, switch Zhanyas Malice with Burden of the Gambler, and I'm sure you'll be surprised with the damage. Just take a look. Burden of the Gambler removes Weakspot damage, but Bore is still useful, even without Weakspot, thanks to multiplicative damage you do when you penetrate. So, after all this, how this build performs on the open world? Well, it's a beauty. I recommend to switch Ahanae's ring for Ring of Malevolence when roaming around, so you can recharge your mod instantly with a charged melee attack, or with the MIASMA skill. If you are good enough, most of your enemies will die with 1 tap in the head anyway, even elites. If they are many, Ritualist skills MIASMA will kill most of the mobs surrounding you. If any poor guy survives, it won't be for long. Having Ritualist as a main archetype benefits you the prime perk, Vile. It helps you a lot when your skill is in cooldown. A killing blow with the Krail Axe to one enemy and the rest will receive the same fate. Oh, and for more style points, try to put a bunch of enemies in line. It's like a minigame. One shot, multi-kill. Quick tip: if you are having trouble landing shots into Bore, you can do 2 things. First one, get good. No, honestly, as boring and harsh as it sounds, there's some time to adapt to the gameplay loop of this build. That applied to me as well. And second, try first to stagger the boss, after that switch to Bore and shoot. The Mutator or Time Wave will help you along. This tip will get you at least 2 shots with Bore, and in some cases that's plenty enough. If you want to watch another strong build, you may like this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Cyber out.